the clever deer and the cunning tiger. Once upon a time, in a dense forest filled with tall trees and bubbling streams, there lived a clever deer named Rhea. Rhea was loved by all the animals because of her kindness and sharp mind. But deep in the forest, there also lived a cunning tiger named Zor, who was always looking for ways to trick the animals into becoming his meal. One sunny morning, as Rhea was grazing near a clearing, she heard a soft voice calling for help. She followed the sound and found Zor, the tiger, lying under a fallen tree. "Yeah, please help me," Zor begged. "This tree has trapped me, and I cannot move." Rhea was cautious. She knew Zor was not to be trusted, but his cries seemed genuine. "If I help you, will you promise not to harm me?" she asked. "Of course." "You have my word," Zor said, pretending to be helpless. Using all her strength, Rhea pushed the tree off Zor. As soon as he was free, Zor pounced towards her with a wicked grin. "Thank you for freeing me, Rhea. Now you will be my lunch." Rhea's heart raced, but she quickly came up with a plan. "Wait, Zor," she said calmly, "before you eat me, let's ask the forest if what you're doing is fair. If the forest agrees, I will not resist." Zor, confident in his strength, agreed to the idea. "Fine, let's see what the forest says," he growled. Rhea and Zor approached the wise old banyan tree. Rhea explained the situation. "Zor promised not to harm me if I freed him, but now he wants to eat me. Is this fair?" The banyan tree thought for a moment and said, "I need to see exactly how Zor was trapped before giving my judgment." Rhea and Zor returned to the clearing. The banyan tree instructed Zor to lie back under the fallen tree, just as he was before. Once Zor was in position, the banyan tree used its roots to push the tree firmly back onto Zor, trapping him again. Rhea smiled and said, "Zor, you broke your promise, so you shall stay here as a lesson to others." The animals of the forest gathered and cheered for Rhea's cleverness. They learned an important lesson. Always think before trusting someone, especially if they have a bad reputation. Zor eventually apologized for his cunning ways, and Rhea forgave him but reminded him to always keep his word. From that day on, the forest lived in harmony, with Rhea as a trusted leader and Zor learning to be fair and honest. Moral of this story: promises should always be kept, and clever thinking can outsmart even the strongest opponent.